Thank you Daily Lab for sponsoring this video. Get your designer car fragrances using this link with my code MRP15 for 15% off. What is up, beautiful people? It's Mr. P. Now, it's about time I made a buyer's guide. With all these NIO vehicle models, which one should you choose? Which one is the best fit for you? Now, before you buy any NIO, you gotta make sure you have a referral. If you have a friend that drives a NIO, you can get a referral code from them. But if you don't, you can use my referral code, LEGPC7. That's for you European users. And then if you're here located in China, you can scan my QR code with WeChat. This is the invite QR code with WeChat. And what that does is it gets you more bonus points when you buy a NIO. So let's stop the small talk and then let's talk about some of the cars. So the best entry-level car, of course, we have the ET5 over here and then the ET5T over here. Now, both of these cars actually have the same starting price here in China. So which one do you pick? Well, of course, the ET5 here has a very good design, looks very, very elegant, and this pink color, very, very good. I mean, like the sleek design and the tail end, a lot of people love this tail end. This is absolutely fantastic. Ladies love the ET5. Lots of ladies buy this car. However, this car does have a few compromises that I think is worth talking about. First of all, when you go into the car, at about my height, I'm 1.80 meters. So this is me right here sitting up high, and I'll have the seat set to the lowest setting. Even with the seat set to the lowest setting, you can see my vision. About half the vision on the right is obscured by the rearview mirror. This is one of the slight downsides of driving this form factor car, the sedan. Now, obviously, if you don't want this compromise, you can go with the ET5T, which is what I recommend, because for the same price, you get much more storage space, and the seat's actually a tiny bit lower in that car, and you have just so much more storage. And some of the really cool stuff about NIOs, you all know all of the LiDAR stuff is standard. NIO Plus, NOP Plus standard, very, very good. And the interior, very, very nice. Now, when it comes to BAS or no BAS, which one should you go for? My recommendation is always, if in Europe, if you gotta choose BAS to get battery swap, then you pretty much, you got no other choice. You gotta go with BAS. Here in China, BAS and battery swap are two separate things. So you can rent the battery or buy the battery, and it doesn't really affect you getting battery swap. You can still go and get a battery swap. So I actually recommend people to not go for BAS, because the car just lasts such a long time. They can last probably 5-6 years plus, no problem. 10+ years, no problem. So in that aspect, if you plan on driving for a very long time, I recommend you don't go for BAS here in China, because it's just it's not worth it in the long term. And also, trying to sell the car secondhand is a little bit more tedious, problematic with BAS instead of just owning the car. And also, because of super low interest rates, you could just buy the car with the battery, and then you pay super low interest rate, and it's pretty much the same, almost the same. All right, so it's more worth it to buy the car without BAS, especially if you're planning on using the car for long term. So ET5 or ET5T, my recommendation is, if you want more storage, of course, ET5T. But if you like the design of the coupe sedan, damn, go for the ET5. Me personally, if I was to get a second car and I don't really care about storage, I would go for this car. But generally, I would recommend people go for the ET5T. Right there, ET5T. Look at that car. Wow. ET5T. Very, very good. Now, of course, if you want to still go for the sedan form factor and you want a luxury saloon, you got the option of the ET7. Of course, this offers a lot more comfort than the ET5, and also you have a lot more headroom and better visibility in the front. So that car is pretty good. And ET7 actually has the best efficiency in terms of all the NIOs out here. So you can actually drive the furthest with the ET7. It is a very, very good car. All right, so the best entry vehicle to choose is the ET5T. Done. What about the best bang for your buck? The best bang for your buck is none other than, of course, the ES6. This car has so many features inside this car and that other cars just don't have. And I totally recommend getting this car. And this is one of the best selling products that NIO has right now. Matrix headlights, self-developed seats. Although it doesn't have air suspension, but the continuous damping control is still very, very awesome. So this car is plentiful enough, and it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive at all compared to all the other NIOs out there. And of course, this car, still steel aluminum frame hybrid, very, very good car. And you also have the heads-up display that the ET5T and the ET5 doesn't have. So this is very, very awesome. I totally recommend you go for the ES6, which is the value king in my opinion. You got all the best comfort, the best interior spacing, and also the best tech. Matrix headlights, self-developed seats, etc. Wow, very good, very good. All right, so that is of course my value king right now. And then what about the best in terms of driving dynamics, handling? Well, this I actually had to get a little bit more information from some of the NIO sales reps and also some of the more veteran drivers out there. And the best car with driving dynamics, this car right here, the EC7. This car right here, and because the wheelbase isn't that long and 50-50 weight distribution ratio, and plus it has air suspension and self-developed seats and matrix headlights, it is a little bit pricier, but this is absolutely the car with the best handling, all right? Handling. And I think in terms of design-wise, this is also the best looking car right here. With the, look at those 22-inch wheels, and then the rear wing, you can lift that up. Absolutely love this car. Look at those massive brake calipers. Damn, this is one of the best performing, well, the best performing NIO that you can get, all right? The EC7, very, very powerful. And so if budget isn't really an option and you just want good driving dynamics, this is the car to get, all right? What about comfort-wise? All right, comfort-wise, of course, it's an easy win for the brand new ES8. The brand new ES8 is, of course, the most comfortable car you can get out of any NIO. Dual piston suspension, a dual chamber suspension, just absolutely soft. The ride on this is absolutely insane, and the seat comfort is just absolutely insane as well. Super thick seats, just encloses it, it just wraps around you. It's so nice. And then you got the the center console with the fridge, very, very nice and luxurious. I've taken this guy for a spin, and boy, going over speed bumps, it's like it's barely there. And the acceleration performance on this car is also very, very good. Lots of people go for this car for the comfort. And of course, you got a third row. Third row is also very, very comfortable. So first, second, third row, all very comfortable. But of course, the most comfortable seats are the second row seats right here. Boom. Yeah. Also self-developed seats. So that's very nice as well. If I were to buy a NIO right now, fresh, sell my EC6, which I will not sell because the quality is so damn good, I would probably buy the EC7 because I really like the driving dynamics and handling of a NIO. Not to say the handling of any of these other cars are bad, but this one is the best. So the EC7 is the one that I would go for. But which one would you guys go for? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.